Hi, John Adams Cabby. I hope you're doing really well. I'm recording this on Sunday, the 29th of January. It's about 4:45 p.m. Sorry I did not get it to you sooner. Busy weekend, but not too busy to do this for you because I care about you and I love you. It's going to be about a 5 to 6 minute video as it usually is. Just want to encourage you to please practice. You know, we talked about practicing is the right thing to do. And when we choose to do right things, we feel great, right? We just really feel good. Like when we tell the truth, when we are honest with ourselves, it feels wonderful. So practicing is the right thing to do. And you need to start making that commitment again to start practicing. And I'm going to work on the word commitment right now. So this is from one of my favorite authors, scholars. This is John Maxwell. John Maxwell is a leadership guru. I love him. He's a New York Times bestselling author. And we're working on the chapter called Commitment. Okay? So just a couple of highlights. If something is worth doing, I will commit myself to carrying it through. Now that is something that I would like you to start thinking about. If something is worth doing, I will commit myself to carrying it through. So if playing an instrument is worth doing, then carry it through. You know, we're talking 10 to 15 minutes on your own, 4 or 5 days a week. It needs to start happening now. That concert on May 13th, it'll be here before you know it, scholars. All right, so then Dr. Maxwell, I love that say. I'm going to say it one more time. Say it with me. If something is worth doing, I will commit myself to carrying it through. All right, so making the decision to make and keep proper commitments daily. You need to count the cost. You know, literally, it's going to cost you time, scholars. So you need to carve out that time. You need to determine the price to pay the price. So once you count the cost, scholars, then you have to decide whether you are really willing to do what it takes to follow through. A famous senator named Sam Nunn said, "You have to pay the price. You will find that everything in life exacts a price. You will have to decide whether the price is worth the prize." Well, the prize is learning how to play an instrument, which is a great thing to do. Well, it's going to take time. All right, so let's get to the next one. So the first one's what? Count the cost. Next one is determine the price to pay the price. Always strive for excellence. So you keep practicing your part until it's at an excellent level. Howard Newton said, "People forget how fast you did a job, but people remember how well you did the job." Few things fire up a person's commitment like dedication to excellence. That is part of being a John Adams scholar. Excellence is part of your mission. All right. So the desire for excellence carried Michelangelo through to the completion of his work on the Sistine Chapel. Excellence drove Edison to keep trying until he figured out how to make a light bulb that worked. Excellence drives the companies that Jim Collins wrote about in Built to Last and Good to Great. Anyone who desires to achieve and become successful must be like a fine craftsman. You have to commit to excellence. Well, how are you going to get excellent if you don't practice? You're not going to get excellent. All right, here we go. Then we're going to manage the discipline of the word commitment. Manage the discipline of commitment. So this is what you would say. You would say, every day I will renew my commitment and carry about the benefits that come from renewing that commitment. Every day I will renew my commitment and think about the benefits that come from renewing that commitment. So think about it, scholars. Don't you feel great when you actually get the part right? Of course you do. So make that commitment to practice. So here's one. The moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. Look up the word providence, one of my favorite words. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issue from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents and meetings and material assistance, which no man could have dreamed would come his way, says William H. Murray. Read that card every day as if it were going through on a project. So we need to read that. On especially difficult days when I felt like throwing in the towel, I read that 2 or 3 times. The moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issue from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents and meetings and material assistance which no man could have dreamed would come his way. Reading that helped me to stay focused and feel encouraged. I thought, if I stay committed and do all I can, and then I ask God to make up the difference, we can achieve this, and we did. A couple more things. Expect commitment to be a struggle. True, huh? It's a struggle to practice. It's a struggle to put that instrument together. It's a struggle to, absolutely. Don't rely on talent alone. Poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, which I'm sure some of you scholars are starting to hear about. The heights by great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were toiling upright in the night. If you want something out of your day, you must put something into your day. Boom. Focus on choices, not conditions. Be single-minded. Do what's right even when you don't feel like it. There it is again. And we talked about that this week, didn't we? Do what's right even when you don't feel like it. Scholars, I need you to start doing what's right as far as practicing your instrument and getting ready to go, okay? Begin at the end of mind. Every choice you make is yours, to choose wisely. Seek first to understand and be understood. And what that means, scholars, is ask people how they're doing. All right, and then listen to them. Everyone has a story. And finally, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I care about you. I love you. Can't wait to see you this week. Lincoln, El Dorado Hills, and Roseville. Okay, have a great day. Make today count. Bye.